All right there, folks. Welcome back. This is episode 4 here. We're on the map. This is the map that I ended the previous battle with the loading screen up, but I didn't want to save there. If you don't know the bug, sometimes when you save a game and exit it right as a battle is up and there are reinforcements queued, when you reload in, sometimes the reinforcements are no longer expected to show up. So since these ones are close by, they were only about 3 hours off from daybreak. Now we started around, wait a minute, are they here? They are here. Okay, so I guess that's what happens when we have it on 10 times speed. So we are here. I don't, not sure which way I want to go. I mean, we have numbers, and so I don't want to lose those by getting stuck on a ford. I thought these were more significant. They're really not. I think these brigades can just wade across these, no problem. And since we should have a pretty significant advantage in numbers, I'd like to keep things out in the open where we can bring those numbers to bear. I'm just not sure. I guess that would tell me what the fastest way is. I guess they're out there charting all this, trying to figure out what's the fastest way. Chase has a significant force as well, and I guess we'll put them just on the left. That's the fastest way. All right, I guess as long as that pontoon crossing is not covered by the other side, we should be all right. I don't love when the forces kind of divide themselves up like this, especially if these guys run into defenders over here, which is entirely possible. The HQ should have just traveled together. I was going to put you on pause, but since we're kind of already moving along, I guess we'll keep our fingers crossed, or else I'll have to kind of slam the pause button and try to improvise as best I can from here. But without knowing where the enemy is, you don't want to divide your forces unless you have to, and we don't have to. Like, whatever time is saved here is not worth the risk of getting caught half and half and defeated in detail. Because all of these forces would be easy to identify and pick off, and I don't know how much cavalry the AI, the Union side, has here, but if they saw that opportunity, they would be wise to take it. And I also don't know how far forward they're. Yeah, usually. Yeah, actually, not now that I think about it, the AI usually does defend somewhat far forward. So I guess I'll take a look, but it is very possible that we're just going to run up and see them in entrenchments, and we're going to have to scatter to try not to lose too much of our force in advance. I don't see anything yet. Oh, okay, so I see them in the... So one of their artillery units in the creek bed, we probably are at the point where we could see them. Yeah, you can see them with the naked eye back there. So, all right, well, it is good to know. We're going to move... Yeah, they can take pot shots at us. That's fine. But I think we're going to move up like this. Okay, over there. Let's get the artillery, I guess, out of the swamp. Okay, we'll keep them up there. Move our cavalry up there. I'm not... Huh. Alright, they're over there. Let's bring Chase's force up to here. Okay, move up. Move up. They're already moving up. Move them up over there. Okay. We'll lay bombardment down there. See if they can actually hit it. Yeah, I think so. You can see the flags and the units out there, so just barely, sure, but they can. Oh, okay, so we have some little bit of crop coverage here. That's kind of explains a bunch. Here, I'll try to get up and into there. We are getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here. Okay, we're going to send the cavalry splashing over there. Anderson is small. Buckner's small. Culla ain't. Oh, wait, Buckner's not small. Never mind. Anderson is. Where did Chase go? I don't know. I'm having a hard time keeping track of some of the commanders in this campaign. Maybe just out of practice here. Alright. I'm guessing pretty much everybody here has terrible weapons. I think that's the case. Okay, we'll move them up. We'll move that brigade over there, move that brigade over there, kick out some skirmishers. You can see that we're moving up on the left, too. Okay, we'll hop down. How are we on fatigue and other things? Good, well rested, failing. Okay. Alright, I think this group is probably ready to move. They are the small, so it should be easiest for them to get themselves ready together. Their cohesion is good, fatigue is rested. That's fine. It does seem like sometimes, no matter how far you push, the enemy's always just a little bit further away. Alright, we're going to have these guys showing up through the crops here. Okay. This cavalry out on the flanks is so small, and it's probably just going to fall in behind the infantry and try to keep their morale up. I think that's probably going to be their best use for me. I don't remember ordering these units forward. Good, well rested. Okay, perfect. They'll make up the left side. Push them there, push them into there, push them into there. Push command over to there. I'm going to have these groups come over here. Have them fall in there. Have them push up there. And push up there. More or less we should show up kind of in the same spot at similar times. Doesn't have to be perfect. I don't think long range is necessary. Not really sure what the AI plan is here by giving up this creek bed. This is at least something. You know, if you're stretched too thin to defend both of them, then just retreat out of the battle. If you're not, then I'm not too sure what you're doing back there. But we're not going to throw this group in against this force back here if they're just going to allow us to concentrate against them up here. Wow, that synchronization almost worked perfectly. Cavalry almost passed behind those brigades just as we drew it up. If only that would happen in the really close battles when you really needed it to. Alright, we'll still send skirmishers out. Can do a little bit more of that over there. This group needs to be double quicking it. Ought to be. All right, that's what we're ordering there. I'm surprised that there's anything left of that battery. I'm really surprised. Huh. Not sure who got stuck in melee there. It looks like it was the remnants of their battery that just surrendered, even though they did like a death animation. Okay. Maybe we'll just reattach those skirmishers. Try to make it a little bit easier on ourselves here. Yeah, they're coming up. Alright, we'll have the cabin here for moral support or morale support. Those guys might just be tired, I don't know. I think I've had them double quicken for a while. Maybe that's more than they were willing to do. Dude. That dropped quite a few. Alright, we gotta remember to use the double quick here because I don't think they can double quick backwards. I don't think they can, even though sometimes it feels like they can. Okay, they're there, and then we're gonna kind of arc in like that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get up there. I know it seems like we forgot about you. Okay, move them up there. I kind of got my brigades all twisted up. That was a neat trick. Okay. Play that on. Play that on. Huh. Okay. Not sure who's left over there. Maybe that was... looks like it was a break for everyone. So we got to run through a little bit more time here just to run them off the clock. I'm not going to worry about running them down because at this point we've routed them all. I don't have any prison camps up, so they'll be paroled and likely rejoin the other side's ranks. But that is what it is. One thing I could do while I'm here, and I think it does kind of matter, is to get our hands on these guns. Make sure we take as many of them as we can get. I think that'll carry over to future battles. Or at least a higher ratio of it does. Even if they're not great, they're something. I'd kind of like to see a mechanic. I've mentioned this in other episodes and other campaigns. I'd like to see some sort of mechanic where surplus guns, you can do something with them. That it's not just like wasted capture. That there's actually something to it. Alright. So we did okay. You know, I don't know if the end result was really ever in doubt, but I guess the AI did pretty well. Probably was smarter to not take the fight, even if they took the good creek bed there, overlooking that open field. Definitely could have done more damage to me on the way in, but I don't know what their weapons were like. It might have been a moot point against skirmishers, and that might have caused them to take a lot more casualties. So, not the end of the world to them. It's a small loss. The choice to stay and fight in Louisville with those kind of odds is an interesting one. I guess maybe if they could have bloodied me a bit more, it would have been worth. I don't know. Trying to understand it. I doubt that. I doubt that. We've had a decent streak, but certainly don't think we're unstoppable. I believe there is... There it is. Another navy we need to send up here. Alright. McCullough's making his rounds. Forgot what I'm going to do with Price. I think there was some force up here I just wasn't too eager to pick a fight with, based on what I've seen from the AI so far. I am kind of interested to see what I can do here, though, in Kentucky. I mentioned, I think the last time I played, at least through the end of 61. Alright, we should be able to pull out of here now. Yeah, we can. It took quite a while to finally get Kentucky, and it really required quite a bit of finagling. So losing it this early, or gaining it this early, would be quite a win. There was something I was going to do over here. I think it was look to retake Alexandria. I think now that the Army of the Potomac seemed to halt its push on Wheeling, we could do that. So probably speed it up a little bit. Policy. Right, we're almost done with military 2. Okay, we're going to put Savannah Squadron up. Last few campaigns, the Union has kind of a flotilla that hangs out between Cincinnati and Covington and just kind of shoots anything that comes too close to it. So if that happens again, we'll know before we get caught out. New Orleans Squadron, push around. Alright. Missouri State Guard is here. And I'm thinking maybe a push on land. 2 pushes on land might not be a bad idea. I mean, further east, we don't have to push all the way east. Probably don't want to, but we could follow that path to St. Louis. And that would greatly aid things in Missouri. Okay, so we were pretty close on recruitment numbers until right now. Now seem to be pulling ahead a little bit. I'm wondering if it's worth it to just test weapons production, because that's so slow. Then again, subsidizing industry might also help, because we are short of a lot of what we need. 2.5 million for that. 2.5 million for that. I'm gonna hang on to it a little bit longer. Okay, we'll send Florida State Militia this away. Get them scouting so we kind of know what to expect. Alright, so we got Military 2 up. Quick check of the finances. Okay. Industry 2, because again, that's going to be the max we can go in industry, so we might as well try to do it early so we can get our maximum subsidies in as early as possible. Alright, and we got Kentucky to secede. So, wow. Wow. We got 75% support there, so that's pretty good. Missouri, it's a little bit lower, but we'll see. See if we're able to make anything out of this. Alright, with that squadron moving up, can push New Orleans Squadron all the way up to St. Louis. Seeing 19,000 there. I don't know who else, though. Porterfield ain't got much. Johnson's got a little bit. We can move him over. Army of the Potomac is kind of big hitter, so we'll move them over. Alright, we're up to 118 million on an annualized basis. It's okay. So they're really going for the old build-up here. Porterfield could use some troops, I know that. I'm not sure we have them, but he would certainly like them. Looks like it would have to be North Carolina again. Well, if you don't have any other options, I guess this is what you do. Because I'm guessing a lot of those troops are going to end up showing up over here in the east. Going to end up showing up somewhere. And we want to try to have at least local superiority. So we're probably not going to have it elsewhere. Alright, we don't need to be scouting anymore. Zolkoffer's at 10,000. Alright. Chase could use some troops. He's got Clayton Sr. Tennessee. We'll get us some, let's see. I'm a little more concerned about Missouri, and I might just take some troops that are normally kind of reserved for the center. I might just stick them out here in the west. Who has enough for a full brigade? Does anybody? Guess it's Kentucky. Alright, so we will put a Kentucky brigade with the Missouri State Guard. Yeah, we might just have to do some more of that kind of stuff over here in the east. I'm not sure where the next hits are coming from. Magruder has at least been in combat enough. Probably deserves something more. Alright, we'll do that for them. Porterfield, he really needs them the most, so I think we're going to take that group from Alabama. Send them over as well. Alright. What are we looking at here? We got Department of Pennsylvania with 13,000. We got 19,000, so that's 33,000. 74, so those two would be just under 20,000. That would be 33,000. With Hampton's division there, I guess we're able to pull it back. Might be defending. It probably is going to depend on readiness, though. Alright, Savannah Squadron is gone at least up to here. Here, we'll try the forced march thing just to get them moving. I don't know if our finances improved at all with taking Kentucky. Not necessarily. What am I looking at here when I see funding? It's not economy. Is it debt? It is national debt. They are pulling out all the stops here to get their recruitment numbers up, and it's going to be it is going to be a beast, I think, when it's done. What does this do again? So existing artillery units to battalions and allows recruitment artillery up to 16 guns. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that we got cavalry form. That's the one I want. How much more? I have 1.6 million. It costs 1.6 million. But I guess I can't quite do it. Did I select industry 2? Yeah, I did. How's our supply out here and over here? Alright, we're okay, I guess. Alright, I'll keep an eye on price. But I am thinking about starting this move for Missouri here. You can see they got 2 armies here. I probably shouldn't know that, but I do. Alright, the Army of Tennessee is there. We'll send Chase up as well. Savannah Squadron's a long way from home, but doing work. Okay, they're there. Man, Hampton's division is just poking along. I don't know what the issue is. They're probably starving. Looks like they are. Alright, so some of the stuff you can do in these situations, if there's anybody that's real depleted, probably send them back. I don't see that in the Army of the Potomac. Probably should start at the bottom. Again, not a real... Okay. Well, that's cab. That's kind of what they are. Jackson... Donaldson's just... He's gotten the Jones treatment. This playthrough. I also wonder... Captured weapons are where? We got enough Springfield rifle muskets for some. Probably one brigade. Alright. I'm going to send McCullough up. And Price. And we'll see what they see. Huh, their men field went from 110 down to 102. I'm not sure if I'll get close enough to be able to take Alexandria, but I'm gonna try to. Very gingerly here. Hopefully no one here is scouting. Alright. Well, they're doing it to us elsewhere, so we'll do it to them here. Okay then. Iron ore production a little low. Machine parts really low. Coffee always low. Leather quite low, but maybe I'm not doing too much. I don't know. I thought I was. I'm really trying to figure out how close do I have to get to Alexandria before I'm taking it. It seems like I'm close enough that I should be taking it. Alright, we got Covington. That's fine. Consistent with my other campaigns, I would move into Cincinnati. Establish the buffer. and then hang back, play defense. All right, Price made, I was going to say, surprisingly good time. Because he did. Yeah, speed seems more important than uh-oh, where was I not paying attention? Army to Tennessee. I was not paying attention over here. It's the Army of New York. The feeling I'm going to lose this. I'm trying to think. Fremont I've fought. I don't know whether that army is green or not. I don't need this. So we gotta we ought to beat feet out of here. If it were essential, be a different story. But I feel like we've had a lot of close calls when we've been up. And I don't know what I'm gonna be like if we're actually down. Okay. Did we ever take... Holy moly, we still haven't taken Alexandria. I am bad at this. Whew. Can we actually do this now? Please tell me yes. All existing cavalry units to brigades. Yes, please. Okay. All right, Kentucky. I guess we're leaning on you now. So keep moving them over there. What happened here? Holy moly, we got there. I guess I should keep an eye out for other things going on here. Army of New York is there. I don't remember the Department of Ohio being too much to be concerned about. Seem to have them pretty comfortably outnumbered. Keep the Savannah Squadron going this way. We'll try to pull these guys out before things get too bad. Well, somewhere here we're certainly losing a lot of stuff. Guess it's an army upkeep. I guess that's what it is. Alright, we'll see if the Army of the Tennessee moving into Cincinnati doesn't give some pause here for the Army of New York. What's the situation? Or have we finally taken Alexandria back? And I don't know what to say, man. Like, we are all up in that. I don't know, man. But I think at this point we're just gonna pull back a wee bit. Because we could get crunked by some fairly large armies. It seems like there's some sort of glitch here where armies that are standing right on top of it aren't quite registering, so not sure what that's about, but yeah, I just don't know what that's about. Okay. Did our plan over here work? Can't tell. Alright. Army of Kentucky, I think is pretty large. It is pretty large, still. Okay. We'll get out of here. Is this steaming in or steaming out? I don't know. But I'm thinking... Well, let me see how this plays out. But I'm thinking just taking the Army of Tennessee down, joining up with the Florida State Militia, and then turning around on the Army of Kentucky. Alright, we're making some progress here in Missouri. Yeah, so far, it's alright. Alright, we can come back to Cincinnati later. It's nothing, whoop! Now they don't care about it. Whoop. It's a lot of micro. Who knew? Just call a halt here and we'll see what they do. Send them back into Cincinnati to continue its reliberation. And you know what? If Florida State Militia is okay on numbers, we'll just leave them there. I'm trying to think of what projects there are that increase recruitment numbers or how I got them up in the past. It's not coming to me. Railroad construction, that's one I also think is important. 1.5 million, that seems like money well spent. This just doesn't seem much, because it's usually plus 5% for 2.5 million. And so if you had a purchase that, you know, took 100 days, you're getting it 5 days early, which is like nice. All right, fine. But even if it took a year, 5% faster, it's kind of like, eh. I don't know, though. I might end up doing it because probably along with ordering the weapons, doing those things, taking the efficiency gains might really significantly reduce and allow us to get some bulk orders. which we're going to need. Not sure what they're doing over there. Yeah, Army of the Northwest ought to pull back. Probably ought to put it, you know, out in the Northwest or West Virginia. Another city falls. Must be St. Louis, I think. Beauregard, sure. I'm surprised their national morale has fallen so much, and mine stayed so high. Excuse me. Casualties are pretty close, and actually the ratio here is not particularly favorable to me, if I understand the manpower advantages correctly. Military weapons. How are we doing on some of these? Can I? So I can't even make Springfield muskets? Is that because they're obsolete? I wonder why that is. 16 days. Okay, well, we'll see what it's like after that. And I think I mean, it's not really going to be able to do anything. It'll give us enough rifles to maybe resupply some other forces. Alright, now that we are here, though, I guess we get some better intelligence about what's going on. We have big old Army of the West up there. Army of Southwest Missouri. As big as this army is, it ain't as big as I am. Let's see what we can do. I'm not sure what they're up to here. I mean, these armies are big enough they just got to choose a direction and concentrate. These two concentrated against them. These two could concentrate against Louisville. Army of the Cumberland could come into Kentucky through Evansville. Threaten Nashville. Whole bunch of things here. Trying to disperse some of our armies here so the supply demands aren't too great. They just passed each other. You've got to be kidding me. Here. Take them off of scouting because that's going to be a problem. This whole thing is actually going to be, I think, a pretty significant problem. Because I think they're going to land and they're going to just absolutely swamp us. I did say it, didn't I? It doesn't feel like a fight we have to take, so it's one I won't. We'll regroup, and we'll fight this on terms that seem more beneficial to us. I don't know. I can't quite tell where the fallback spot is. Okay, it's right there. Okay, in that case, that movement's actually all right. Here, we'll bring New Orleans Squadron down. Are these guys coming in or going out? They look like they're coming in. Okay. Yeah, that ability of kind of naval forces to just hop on and hop through stuff is a bit wonky, but water in this game is just weird. Come on. Get in here. There we go. Let's go. Let's get on these guys. Got 11,000 there, 11,000 there. Let's make sure we're not scouting. They're not scouting. They're not scouting. Okay. There we go. Yeah, this is a fight I want to do. This is definitely one I want to do. Alright. So the ratio is pretty close. It's closer than I thought. Especially in the last battle when it looked like they actually had, what was it, 10,000? Something like that. Now it looks like they have 15,000. So somewhere in there, figure it out. It is true that Johnson really, he must have had an unusual amount of metal in him or something like that, because he couldn't get out of his own way. Well, no, he could, but he couldn't get out of the way of bullets. Alright, so we have this. Set price up here in this field. We'll just throw down some No, that's not what I want. I want actual parapets. There we go. Level 1 variety is fine. Go ahead and press play. I did not see how far away reinforcements are. Uh-oh. No, I know that's not right because they just told me that they were coming. So. Okay, so we have condition. Let's try this again. Oh, are they here and I just don't see them? I don't think that's it. I have no idea. No idea. Very odd. What is this dispatch log anyways? Pontoon, okay, we got pontoons ready, that's great. So they're better fighting spirit, better trained, better intelligence. They're gonna womp us. Huh. I don't know, this is really odd. Well, I'm going to pause because I don't know what's going on, and we'll see if the rest of our force shows up. So I found out, apparently if you open up your order of battle and you move it over to the army that hasn't arrived, it's kind of this grayed out, right? This is what Surrey State Guard looks like. You hover over it, tells you it's a reinforcement, 4 hours, it's going to arrive from the northwest. So that would be probably over here, right? All right, so yeah, we do need to move you out because it's a lot of waiting. I'm not going to move the army I have up because that is a long ways to go. We could get cut off and beat, but I am going to take my cav out here with Pond Jr. and we're going to do some scouting and bring you all in when that's done. Well, just to bring you in, the course of my scouting did not take long, but I kind of figured that they might be a ways forward, and this is, I won't say it's exactly where I would have set up if I were them, but it's pretty much exactly where I would have set up if I were them. If you're not going to push up and hold, this is probably your best bet, is to move up and hold this. And as long as you have cav out scouting, you're reasonably sure you know where the enemy is and that they haven't crossed and gotten behind you, it's probably best to hold right on the river. But if not there, you're in cover, you're behind this big open field, it's going to be hard to see, and you are a little bit closer to your the one victory point here, which doesn't really matter all that much. I could take Pawn Jr. around behind him and try to take it. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Just looking at the point down here, it's you know, this rail line here makes it somewhat defensible. Although rail lines are not as good as I would have thought, or I would think that they should be. So we're going to take Pawn Jr. back here so he doesn't just get unnecessarily shot. But looking at how you attack this, because we can, with our whole force, if we cross over, oh, we could cross over here. It's a bit much, but even if we just cross right here, come down this road, come down below it. Looks like there's a path there, and then come up from this way. We could definitely take it, but it's kind of just, you can see what it is. It's basically two orchards surrounded by a lot of flat ground. On the railroad, whoever can get in there can defend themselves pretty well east-west, but not so well north-south. All right, we send Pawn Jr. forward. I'll put you back on pause now. All right, so our forces are in. They actually came from, Chase came from over here. So we are fully on the field. Well, what's notable is that the morale calculation, which they've had me at a slight disadvantage the whole time, I'm still at that slight disadvantage because the victory point is relatively low. I don't know what kind of affects these because sometimes the numbers of folks on the field are small and there's lots of victory points, and other times like this, there fair number of folks on the battlefield, but the victory points don't count for much. But anyways, the plan here is to get these armies, well, we didn't quite coordinate this as well as I'd hoped, but they're kind of both showing up here at this juncture, and we're then going to make a push for the south road from here. I did notice, I don't remember if I mentioned this in the kind of preliminary overview. Yeah, there are two orchards, there's the fencing, so there's definitely some cover there, but there is also this dreaded stone wall here. And so if they do take the stone wall, the creek bed, we're going to have to think about how we do that. I think one way is to just come further around and really attack from the open. All they have over here is the orchard and the fence. That's not very much cover at all, and it's better than attacking them in the prepared positions that they have right there. This way, at least they're moving at kind of about the same time that we've been moving. So we're all kind of going through similar things. Yeah, it's gonna be, well, I guess it's Price out front. Yeah, not Chase. McCullough was the one who showed up afterwards, and I guess McCullough will kind of figure out whether we're gonna go to the left with them or right. But I think the safer path is to just go to the right. They're not accruing all that much victory points, and I think in the end we're just going to have to win this in a kind of slug out. But I don't want to waste too too much time. So put them on advance. We'll move them at the double. McCullough, we're going to do the same thing. Advance and at the double, because I'm sure they've done this as well. I did not scout ahead with my cav because I didn't want to give the whole thing away. Alright, but I want to get up on that stone wall. Get up. Get up on the fence. McCullough. And it's us at kind of 10 times speed, so that's really quick. Alright, we are here. We don't need to be on. All that will kick out some skirmishers. We'll get you guys up into the fence. We'll get the artillery. I don't know if we really need to be pressed into the fence like that. Alright, so we are capping the South Road. I'm gonna keep McCullough right here with Price, and we're gonna stay near these roads. I feel like since they haven't come down here, they've kind of ceded the driver's seat to us. And yeah, I mean, if that's their choice, that's fine. I think we're gonna have maybe Price's force just move to the right. Have McCullough move over to the left. I'm sure they want me to attack them where they are, but I don't know what they're going to do about it now. If it does become a standoff, and it kind of feels like it is, I am going to put you on pause rather than drag the video out. Not make you guys watch the AI kind of equivocate on what it wants to do, but it is in a position where it's supposed to attack. Continuous victory points are on. It's still one of the things in the game that's a bit frustrating. I feel like when the roles are reversed, I don't think I abuse it too much, but if you need to attack, like you need to attack, or else that's it. That's the battle. I don't know. The victory point tick doesn't seem to put too much of a clock on anybody. Can almost always be ignored. I think. All right, so I am going to pause you because they're not moving. I assume I'm going to have to come out. Probably going to put myself in this railroad. Probably going to have to do it just because the AI has nowhere to be and all the time in the world to get there. And wouldn't you know it, as soon as I said it and I gave those orders, and we kind of started moving up, then I see the first cav coming down the road. So I did not see them in eyeballing, and I don't know if there's more behind them or not, but I have called halt to both of those army movements. They wouldn't be that jeopardized by continuing on, but it just doesn't make sense for them to do. All right, so they know to stop, so the other army should also get that order pretty soon, and I think we're gonna have these folks move up. Okay, we got to get McCullough's army to really stop so that it can work with Price. They don't seem interested in doing that at all. So we're probably going to have to remove them. Yeah, we're just going to have to kind of manually move them because I have no idea why they're continuing to move. All right, McCullough can line up like this. Maybe? Yeah. Try to move in front of that house. There we go. And once we get ourselves together, we will push up. We might have missed an opportunity to kind of clog them up here, but if we all come up at once and they see it, they might be able to halt, turn around, and get themselves a raid out on the railroad line. I don't know. I feel like sometimes when you play the AI, it's hard to judge how they'll respond to some of those situations. So I want enough of them to cross that it's going to be hard to turn around and go back when we press up, because we will. We will. Okay, you're there. Actually, you guys can just stop right there. A quick status check. Okay, so it's their first is it everybody's first combat here? Let me think about this. Is it really? It doesn't seem right. Well, this is out west, though. So yeah, I guess it could be. Send all of our skirmishers up. It's probably, I was going to think that might be easier to move on the right, but it might not be because of this area over here. Move them in, we'll detach them. We're going to detach those as well. Start pushing up with our infantry. We're probably outranged, so we kind of just got to close the gap here. Pawn Jr., we're going to have the cavalry hang out in the back as we have in the last few battles. Same with these guys. Keep our commanders close along with that cav for the morale buff and hope for the best. Okay, I was hoping to get up on these guys so they can kind of stop forming their nice line there. That doesn't really help me if they're in a nice line, but if we can get them all kind of bunched up on each other, that would be good. I think with this group, we don't really want them too far away from the main body. That is a terrible route. Not sure what I was thinking there. But yeah, we don't want that kind of circuitous route. All right, they've made their line there. That's fine with us. Artillery. Here. I did forget the element of speed here, which is important. Because the AI uses it. And that's making me think, yeah, we can post them up to there, but I think after that, actually what we want to do, yeah, we want to move that cav there, move the skirmishers into skirmish. That's perfectly fine, but I'm going to try to move some of these other battalion, or brigades. I wanted to move them behind. Okay, they've moved up. I really need those guys to do something. They need to do something. These guys need to move up at the double. They do as well. They kind of already get it. We're going to have them advance. We're going to have them get right up in there. Again, we kind of got the junky muskets, so it's, you know, it doesn't feel great, but it's like, what else are you going to do about it? Alright, we're going to hold that brigade in reserve. Still trying to get those skirmishers to pick on their artillery. Okay, we're going to push that cav up there. Okay, we need to get rid of our skirmishers because now they're just blocking us. Remember, folks at home, if you can, advance the double quick and shoot because they can't fall back at the double quick. And that means that they will take the morale beating for falling back under fire. We're going to hold that brigade back in reserve as well. Really am trying to stay close range with these guys. I don't want to let them outrange me, which they can. So yeah, and if we can get right up in here, that'd be perfect. Continue to push up with the cav as well. Can these guys put on some flanking fire? I don't know. Did we forget anyone? Doesn't look like it. Pierce doesn't really count. It's basically a regiment. Okay, they're pushing up. How about these guys? Alright, they really... I'm trying to pick on this N brigade here. Are these guys firing? They are. Okay, they say, well, they say they are. Not sure what that sound was. Not even sure where I am anymore. Oh, I think we broke them, and that's the sound of us running through. So we did break them here. That's a big one for us because now we just push through the back at the double quick. Yeah, we can push at least, I think, 2 brigades into their back, backed up by our cavalry regiment here, and that should be a lot of what she wrote here. We'll try to get them to advance over there, keep our cav close. Yeah, they'll have to get a brigade over there to try to plug that gap. This is what it's like from the other side. No, we don't want skirmishers. No, we want the bigger boys out. These guys are still picking on that artillery unit that I think is focused on them. So I guess in some ways Pierce's detachment is definitely paying for themselves. All right, they're gonna have to fall back at a lot here to keep that line intact. And what we're going to do is just press up here like this. We're going to use this brigade to press up here. It's going to be their turn to take, well, looks like they've already taken quite a bit of punishment, but unfortunately for them, they're going to have to take some more here until these other brigades can sweep down the side, which they're starting to do on the Union left. Alright, we got to get those guys out. Because they're going to run anyway. If we don't, they might run anyways. Wow. They have us all the way up. We'll see what kind of rearguard actions they're able to pull. So yeah, I think that attack was kind of brought to you by remembering to double quick, even belatedly remembering to double quick. Well, looks kind of like they're coming back for more now. I thought they're, ooh, okay. You guys, don't shoot at that anymore. Same thing. Alright, some of them have been beat up, so... I guess maybe they are moving to the double, they're not able to move quicker? I don't know. Let's see if we can get Cooper's Cav up here. Hardy's boys have... Hardy's boys, I just heard it. I mean, they've been kind of at the forefront, I think, of a lot of this, and so far their casualties have been pretty light. We'll see if that changes here. It looks like they got one or two more healthy brigades out here that just seem to have no idea that... I guess those skirmishers really do screw them up, but they should be much more worried about Hardy than... Pierce's skirmishers, who are still there. They shot through that artillery. They took, what is that, at least 2 brigades. Took their shots for a while. Didn't seem to care about any of that. Now Hardy's taking some damage, but it's kind of like, alright. Oh, I missed McCullough altogether. He get wounded? Doesn't say that. Alright. Okay, they're pursuing at the double. They're trying to pursue at the double. No, we don't really want that either. Just wanted to shoot, but come on, these units should break. I mean, they're under fire, they're falling back. It's constant pressure on our part. I have no idea how they're... Okay, one of them actually did break. Gotta get our cabin here to help Hardy's morale. Alright, Hardy's gonna rout. Alright. Oops, I thought we stopped for some reason. I guess we did not. And, I guess everybody else is kind of giving up. Well, they'll rout towards the end here, and I guess maybe they took a lot of unnecessary casualties. Wasn't trying to do that, but... Yeah. Yet again, it's 50-50 casualties, so... I wonder if my guys will actually get the best of them. I wonder if I can do to them what they normally do. No, we're just gonna rout, I guess. But normally do to them what the AI usually does, which is just get a couple guys on horseback and just charge through your lines and rout everyone. But no. So we actually, yeah, took slightly more casualties, I guess, in pursuit. I still don't get how they're able to outrun me going backwards when we can move forward at the double quick, but I don't think they can retreat at the double quick, so I don't know. But a win's a win. And their morale, which has been hammered quite a bit, is further hammered. And look, it was first combat for these guys, so Colonel Hardy shouldn't have. He did great. Did great. But yeah, I think it's quite a bit here, so we're gonna call it quits after this one. Put another one in the books and see if there's more to be done after this. Oh, I did not. We got 10 guns out of that. I don't know if any of them are quality guns. 20-pound howitzers. Let's see. We got howitzers. We do have 7 10-pound parrots. I'm not sure I believe this, but sure. Alright, so that was Rebels on the Move. I don't even remember where that was. Seriously, where was that? Army of Kentucky? Yeah, I think that was... No. That was over here. That was for St. Louis. That makes more sense. Alright, we'll make sure we get back in here. We get healthy. Quick look at the overall numbers. If we wanted to recruit, we really can't. We've pretty much run our well dry here. We got 86,000. They're saying we have a slight advantage. It's temporary. It's because their morale is shot from our few wins, but you know, total casualties are pretty much the same. And again, long term, not really unsustainable if the war goes at a kind of high intensity. So we'll see. Well, this was interesting. I'm not sure that I would have predicted this episode would end this way, but yeah, here we are. Hope you enjoyed it, and so far I'm having a pretty good time, and hopefully I can bring more of these to you in the future.